Hey y'all, Reverend Fox here, and welcome back to another comment edition of RevResponse. I'm just going to dive right in on this. Future Foxy Fox here. Mr. Curtis has been so kind to comment again and then repost his comment with a few additions. So I will be putting those in through the video as necessary. So enjoy. On my one of my recent videos, Reverend, Unsolicited Advice, Letting Go, Mr. Parch Curtis left the following lovely comment. Why do you have Sharia-compliant hair, support the 9/11 Victory Mosque, and a pro-Palestinian war scarf? I have been direct and civil, bit you seem incapable of that. Cigarettes choke your brain neighbor. Brain neighbor? You mean Gary? Fuck Gary and fuck his brain. I think you're missing a comma, Mr. Parks. You may want to go looking for it before it runs out into the street and gets splattered. Alright, diving in on this. Why do you have Sharia compliant hair? My hair is short, yes. 2 months ago, I decided to cut it because for the past 20 years it's been long between ear and nip length. And as I put daytime hours in at the forge, I needed better heat regulation that didn't involve splattering water all over my body because water plus extreme heat equals bad. Sorry, I'm just using scientific terms that you may be more comfortable with, Mr. Curtis. It's out of respect that I do this. It's called steam, if you're not familiar. So a couple of months ago, I decided to have an undercut done, leave the top long. I thought that would work, but a couple of weeks ago, with spring being just around the corner, and if you know anything about the northern Nevada wasteland, you know that spring brings summer-like temperatures. So heat regulation is a must, especially for someone like myself who has health issues, such as high blood pressure. This has nothing to do with Sharia compliance, I assure you. But let me tell you about Sharia compliance. I am very compliant with Sharia law, so much so that my lunch today at work was a Sharia compliant bacon sandwich. Yes, on whole wheat with mustard and a little bit of mayonnaise. Yes. Gotta love that sweet Sharia compliant pork. Putting a pin in something there because I felt a twinge of rage, so I'm gonna follow up here in a few minutes. Moving on, why do you support the 9/11 Victory Mosque? Again, Mr. Curtis, as with the Sharia thing, I am an atheist. I do not believe in gods. Therefore, I do not support religion, and therefore a victory mosque or worship center is not something that I support, nor do I care about. I support capitalism, free trade, and the free market, the American way. I support the exchanging of money for goods and property. I support the real estate agents getting rich off of this. And a pro-Palestine war scarf. All right, look, bitch. This is an oversized bandana, just with a more pleasant and more comfortable weave, 100% cotton. This one essentially, this one I think was made in Palestine. Yes, this one was made right here in the USA, and this one was made in Pakistan. Yes. Oh, and while we're on the topic, this is an American military issue 50 caliber ammo tin. Oh, but what do I have inside? What indeed do I have in here? Get the fuck out of here. What indeed do I have in my box? Oh, yes. You'll be interested in this, Mr. Curtis. In my box, I have more purpose-built tools that I use, such as this soldier's messenger satchel, made in 1963 in Bulgaria, for Bulgarian soldiers in order to, transport documents and other such things. I personally use it for carrying around my netbook, my laptop, no, it's a netbook, tablet, some notebooks, things like that. Again, Bulgarian. I also have this Latvian gas mask bag made in 1973. Again, for soldiers to use to carry their gas mask in. I personally use it for my oversized water bottle when I go on long walks. Again, Latvia. Both Cold War era Slavic military artifacts. Mr. Curtis, do these bother you? Do the fact that I utilize these give you a twinge of paranoia or panic? More importantly, does the fact that I carry these mean that I am a dirty pinko commie bastard? That I support Bolshevism? No, you moron. This means that I utilize purpose-built tools. In the same vein, look at this thing that I have from my private collection, a blue bandana. Oh, and I have a red bandana right here that my phone is sitting on. It's there to provide traction, but look what'll happen if I take my blue bandana and I put it near my red bandana. Oh no, there's gonna be violence in the streets because the blue bandana is too close to the red bandana. Oh my God. I also make and utilize chainmail. Does this make me a Templar, Mr. Curtis? Okay. The fact that I utilize purpose-driven tools does not mean that I support anything about the culture that they come from, Mr. Curtis. So you can fuck right off with that logic. I have been direct and civil. Bit, you seem incapable of that. I'm assuming bit means butt, and you need to brush up on your spag. Direct? Far from it, Mr. Curtis. Far from it. This is the first direct comment you have given me. It is so direct that I don't have to grind down on it just to extract that little inkling of meaning. I see it and I know exactly what you are saying. So bravo for finally becoming coherent. And civil? All right, it's time to pull the pin. Look, bitch, this comment and the comments you left previously are in no way civil. Do you understand that you are accusing me of supporting, 1, religion, 2, a dangerous ideology, and 3, terrorism? These are some very heavy accusations, Mr. Curtis. So I suggest that you learn what civility is. And also I suggest that you learn how to use proper fucking grammar, for 1. And 2, learn how to construct a debate point without coming off like a massive dick. Civil, no. But you seem incapable of that. I seem incapable of what, Mr. Curtis? There are two that's in your sentence. Direct? Oh, I've been direct. I am replying and have replied directly to you. And civil? I have been civil. A little playful with my demeanor, but I've been so civil towards you, Mr. Curtis, that when your wife jumped in to make your argument for you and demanded that I apologize to you, I very civilly and very respectfully argued with her via YouTube comments for approximately an hour, very patiently, explaining to her that you are not owed an apology by me. She didn't get it and she rage quit. It is what it is there, but the fact that your wife came in and made your argument for you, come on, Mr. Curtis. But again, currently I'm being very civil, at least as civil as I can be, with the fact that you're accusing me of this shit, Mr. Curtis. In the reposted comment, Mr. Curtis adds the word factual. Factual, huh? Where? In what fucking logical universe, man? How is anything you're saying factual when you are basing it off of your own fucking biases? In fact, I don't think you even know what factual means. Look, just because a thing is written in your holy text doesn't mean it's true for everyone. Same can be said about your biases, bitch. Cigarettes choke your brain. Cigarettes are my medication. Cigarettes keep me from raging against assholes like you out in the wild. Yes, smoking does constrict the blood vessels, but what's your fucking point? Do you have a leg to stand on your judgment? He also added another period after Brain Neighbor, but here he makes an interesting point. Typos do not invalidate a valid point, BTW. And no, typos do not invalidate a valid point. They just don't help when you're looking like a moron already. Okay, really pulling the fucking pin now. Mr. Curtis, you are an absolute fucking moron. I have explained multiple times that I'm an atheist, that I don't support any of this, that I don't believe in any of this. Yet, here you are again, absolutely ignoring all of those previous points. I believe in one singular doctrine, and that is the doctrine of fuck your team. That's it. I don't support teams. I don't support political teams, religious teams, sports teams. Fuck your team. Mr. Curtis, I will link a video for you to watch down in the crotch bar, as well as on the blog entry that is going to accompany this video. Mr. Curtis went in later and added a new comment. What school of thought are you a reverend of? This one. First off, drop the quotes around Reverend. I am an ordained minister, you stupid son of a bitch. I actually mentioned that, I think, in my previous fucking video. I know I've mentioned it in other videos. I'm not actually going to address this particular comment. I do have another video coming out soon that covers it entirely. So now, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Mr. Curtis, I will close by cordially inviting you to go fuck yourself. That's it for me, guys. Hey, thank you for watching. Have a good day. By the way, Mr. Curtis, ooga booga booga!